Bugatti, Pagani, Aston Martin, and Mercedes are all trying to make luxury residences and luxury houses. But why is that? Is it because no one is buying their cars, or they're losing in popularity, or maybe they're just trying to diversify into a whole new market, right? Maybe all of this is true, or none of this is true. But there's one transition that all of these companies are trying to make, and that is the transition from selling you just cars or luxury cars to selling you lifestyle. And lifestyle is more than just luxury cars. But before we dive into this breakdown, let's find out which car companies are trying to do this and what do these luxury car residences really look like.
The first one here is Porsche Design Tower in Miami, completed in 2017. It is a 60-story skyscraper that allows residents to drive their cars into their apartments, and a vehicle concierge offering regular car maintenance, tire changing, and car wash facilities, which is pretty smart in my opinion. Now, residents also have exclusive access to private restaurants, chilled wine lockers, and an outdoor lounge facing the ocean. This was truly one of a kind back then in 2017. However, second tower here is Bentley Residences, which is actually located next to the Porsche Design Tower. And this could possibly also be because they are both owned by Volkswagen Group. But the Bentley Tower is not yet complete and will open in 2026. So in terms of features, you could expect that it could be pretty similar to the Porsche Design Tower. However, one thing that their website clearly mentioned was that the residents would have not just one, but 3 to 4 private garages next to their apartment, so that people could see their cars from their living room. Now, number 3 and 4 would go to Aston Martin, and they have a slightly different approach to this. Now, Aston Martin skyscraper is set to open this month in 2023, again in Miami, and would have similar luxury features like the Porsche Tower and the Bentley Tower. But this is not the only residence tower that Aston Martin has built. You see, Aston Martin has more of a designer approach than a luxury outlook to this. So much so that they have their own architecture service meant to design homes focused around your car. It's called the Aston Martin Automotive Galleries and Lays service, designing a luxury garage to an entire retreat. In fact, their first residential project is this collaboration with S3 Architecture, which is a much smaller, aesthetic-looking home in Hudson Valley, New York. They also designed 5 residences in New York Tower 130 Williams, and each resident here will also receive a limited edition Aston Martin DBX SUV. Now that's incredible, right? This approach is sort of similar to that of Pagani Tower or Residences in Dubai, where they focused more on quote-unquote Pagani design rather than just terming it Pagani luxury. Now, at number 1, we have Bugatti Luxury Residences, which was unveiled early this year and got a lot of mixed response from people around the internet. Some called it clumsy design, while some said it is the most beautiful skyscraper of Dubai skyline. And that is all debatable. But this 52-story luxury skyscraper has a private beach-like pool and obviously an elevator that will showcase your Bugatti next to your apartment. Mercedes is also reported to have been planning a skyscraper in downtown Dubai.
Okay, so I just had a thought. Why did these luxury car companies rely on residences and houses? They could have easily built 5-star hotels and 5-star resorts, but why did they pick residences? Why did they pick homes? And my best guess is, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I think it is because hotels do not provide exclusivity, and That means that if there was a Porsche design hotel or a Mercedes hotel, I could save up money at some point and go to that hotel, or maybe watch a vlog video on YouTube. But because now a Mercedes house or a Mercedes residence is more exclusive to the person who owns this house, I am more curious just in general. The other thing is also that hotels is more of a service organization. So all these automobile companies would have to then master that and then transition into a service company. So I don't think that's gonna happen. There might eventually be an automobile themed hotel. It definitely got our attention. They got into our heads, and what it does to our minds is that it raises the level of luxury we associate these brands with. Now, because of this FOMO, we think that owning a Mercedes S-Class becomes the second best thing to have versus owning a Mercedes house. But hey, Toyota on the other side is crazy. They've created a whole new city which is fully based on autonomous technology, sustainability, and all those cool factors. Let me know if you want me to make a whole video about that. It's not going to be a breakdown video. I really find that interesting. But that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching till the end. If you like the video, do share it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.